Welcome back to ET Insight. Now that we have established that it is important to have gold as a part of your portfolio, but how much gold should you buy and what is the best way to buy gold? Let's find out.
Let's be honest, as Indians we can never have enough shiny, glittery gold. Our grandmothers have been hoarding the metal for decades and now it's our turn. Now there are two reasons to buy gold. You either want to invest in the metal and make a profit when the price goes up, or you want to buy jewelry. Let's first talk about investing. Market watchers who nudge investors to buy gold tell us that it makes sense to have 5 to 10% of your portfolio invested in the metal to offset the movement in the stock market.
With the current economic woes, traders, investors are wondering where to invest their money, and as they're looking for an alternative asset, gold is the best place at the moment.
So start today. And while it might seem tempting to buy large quantities of gold at once, you should stagger your investment over the next 6 months to a year and invest systematically to protect yourself from price fluctuations.
It's very difficult to justify the price of gold because there is nothing to it which you can attribute to. When you buy a company stock, you say that what kind of earnings you can attribute it to, what kind of dividends you get. When you buy a house, you know how much is the equivalent rental income. In case of gold, it's going up because it's going up, and the uncertainty unlikely to come down, it keeps going up.
You could buy physical gold. That means coins or bars. But the safety of your purchase would be a bother. And hiring a bank locker is becoming more difficult and expensive. If you're buying gold as an investment, most experts recommend you buy a dematerialized gold asset through a gold ETF from a mutual fund company or e-gold through a commodity exchange. An ETF will allow you to benefit from the price of gold without having to physically buy the metal. The money you invest is used to buy gold on the London bullion market, and the dip or rise in the global gold prices are reflected in the value of your holding. There are 9 gold ETFs in India. The assets under management of Indian gold ETFs have grown 3 times, from 1,590 crore rupees in March 2010 to 4,440 crore rupees in March 2011. Since the underlying price of gold is same across all funds, pick the fund with the highest volumes, as it brings down its expense ratio and increases its returns. There is a taxation advantage as well. You don't have to pay wealth tax on an ETF, which you will have to pay on physical gold. Besides this, if you sell physical gold within 3 years of buying it, you will have to pay short-term capital gains tax of 10%. While a gold ETF is treated like a mutual fund, so you are allowed to make a tax-free sale after just 1 year of purchase.
Asset allocation is becoming very critical now. People are warming up to the idea that basically you can't be only in one asset class, you have to diversify asset classes. And gold being a good monetary asset class, people are looking to invest through a form which is very easy for them, and that's why gold ETFs are becoming very popular.
You need to have a demat account to invest in a gold ETF. If you do not have one, you can invest in a gold feeder fund that will in turn invest in gold funds for you. Here the minimum investment per month is as low as 100 rupees. If you are a more experienced and sophisticated trader, you might want to consider futures trading. India has 5 exchanges which offer commodity futures trading in gold. You can take high quantities of gold with a capital of only 5 to 15% of the total value. Now you stand warned. While there are big fortunes to be made, you might also lose all your money as well.
We are not expecting major fall, but at the same time it's capped on the higher side at around $1626 in MCX. It confirms to around 23,500 plus ranges. So at that particular range we are seeing a little bit of resistance, so one can go for initiating short positions, but strict stop losses need to be maintained beyond $1632 or $1635.
There is now a new option. You can buy e-gold at the National Spot Exchange after setting up a special trading account. Each unit of e-gold is equal to 1 gram of physical gold, and it mirrors the price of the metal.
If you go to a jewelry shop, you can't buy 1 gram of gold so easily. So compared to that, it's easy for the small investors to buy in e-gold, in electronic form. It is easy to hold it and accumulate it in demat form, and whenever they want to get it converted into physical, they can do that also.
Finally, if you want to take advantage to the rising demand for gold in the world, you can invest in mutual funds that will put your money in gold mining companies overseas. Unfortunately, you only have two options to choose from: the AIG World Gold Fund and DSP BlackRock World Gold Fund. Your wife may not be too happy with electronic gold, but then she can always sell them to buy the real stuff.
With that, it's a wrap on this edition of ET Insight. We welcome your suggestions and feedback. Thank you for watching.